when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
I think we have this. I don't know. I'm hoping everything's okay out there. Vern will be able to tell me. Oh boy. So yeah, this is a very interesting setup that I have. But to try and get on somehow. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And all kinds of crazy shit has happened in 2 weeks. So, now, I had to remember how I did this, because you bring it all the way down to where it's like 2, and then you guys don't hear it no more, and then I can hit stop. And then there we go. Alright, cool, we did it. We did the transition with no mixing board. No mixer whatsoever. So, hello everybody. Thanks for tuning in, to especially Vern. Thank you for checking us out. Hopefully this is working, and you guys are getting something out there. Just me, just PJ right now, for the time being. Like I said, just if you were on the Facebook page, I wanted to just pop on. One, it's fun to test this shit out, to see what capabilities I have at my disposal right now with, just my little H2, but this thing's been through the war, and it's sounding crusty and kind of nasty, and you guys are probably hearing the clicks as I turn the headphones up on the unit itself, so that should be loud. But yeah, just to try this stuff out, and also to see how capable my old piece of shit computer can do as far as streaming goes. And I did some streaming back, I think like a week ago. I did 2 sessions, and they were just horrible. He says sound good. Yeah, I'm in the chat. Sounds good from here. All right, cool. Yeah, well, you got the I see it. All right, cool. So the sound is all right. I mean, I'm not worried. Video would be an absolute joke right now, because there was two YouTubers, 2 members of the community actually popped in when I was streaming Terraria. I was like, all right, going to set the H2 up, going to stream the game, no camera. Just capture my fucking desktop and my game and all that stuff. And the sound was okay. And then it started to do the lag thing from what I was seeing. My younger brother was in there too. And so it's like, okay, maybe I can go and I'll mess with that, that delay thing with the sound input. Even though everything is set for the timestamp, this is all geek shit, but there's buttons and so forth. So anyways, but then the video was just horrendous. It was like a still shot. It was like literally a still frame. Like I just took a screen cap and then just had that up, and you guys heard me play Terraria. You didn't even watch me. So when I saw that, like I dumped everything into the archive, like we do with all of our live stuff. And I was like, I'm not even going to bother trying to cut this up or put this up. It's ridiculous. So I don't even have a windsock for this thing. I mean, this is, Vern and I literally use this for the this little handheld mic I got, is how we talk to everyone on Google Hangout. So we literally have like 2 crazy different mixes going on for Mix Minus. Again, more of the geek stuff. So I guess like some updates. We were doing a lot of moving around over at Vern's place. Basically, he moved to a different room where he's at. It's actually going to be nice, I feel, because it doesn't have the dark blue deep blue sea walls, the blue room as we called it. I mean, it would have been cool if we could have found ways to chroma key it up and do something with that, but I mean, it all takes time. We're trying to get consistent. I mean, we're trying to at least get one show a week, and then either one of us like not slack too hard and try and cut some highlights and get, chops up from each episode. But maybe that's why there hasn't been any, because everything sucked since then. No, Alex was great. There was a lot of funny stuff from Alex's episode I want to get. So be sure to listen to that one. Excuse me as I take a drink. So one of the other the big things that's a pain in the ass too is because of he's moving up a floor, moving on up. We got to run the Ethernet cable like through some more walls, and Vern knows how to do all that stuff. So it's like we want to get it ran properly where it's at in the house, so it doesn't bother him or any of the other of his roommates or anyone around him and stuff like that. Like, so yeah, I mean, more or less, it just takes time to do that crap because I work 2 jobs and Vern's busy trying to find a job. Plus, the internet at his place has been spotty because like it's a wooded area. Stuff happens. It's just stuff happens. But yeah, more or less, that's been the big thing over here at my place. Really, what stops me, like I could actually run so much of at least as far as a better connection. I mean, right now, YouTube's telling me I got a great stream status because I'm just giving you fucking 128 on the audio input. That's really about it. But yeah, the more or less one thing that's preventing me from at least dropping in a more quote unquote stable connection is pretty much a drill, just a regular old Ryobi, or the Makitas. Just need one of them. Don't have one. No, none of the people at my place got one. Well, my one roommate, it does construction, but it's all at the shop down a ways from his place. But yeah, I literally, and I'm looking at it right now. You guys can't look at me, but like I literally just to get to the modem upstairs in the living room, I just gotta put a hole right through the floor, and that would be that. And then run my Cat 6, fancy ass Cat 6 cable, all the way down. Plug it in. And like I said, at least I'll have a steady pipe. I mean, we'll just have to see what old Betsy can do, fucking processing wise, as far as putting an actual stream out there. But let me see what's going on over here real fast. Hopefully, it doesn't kick this audio at me. Pause it. All right. Well, I actually kind of like the look of it right there. So. But yeah, folks, like I said, I just wanted to get in here. Ethernet, yep, Ethernet greater than Wi-Fi. Yes, sir, Vern. Yes, sir. And Vern knows how to install and like run that shit through your house with panels. Like he knows how to do it, and he's got a giant spool of cable. That he just has to go and crimp some ends, and he can do some damage for you. This microphone makes me sound much more nasally than I already am. It's quite funny. But this thing's like 10 years old. It's been through the goddamn war. Well, not 10, excuse me. 7 to 8. 7 to 8 years old. So some crazy, like, kind of cool ideas. We're actually also at my place. We're looking into doing a house show venue. We might be interested in trying to, like, do something like once every quarter, every other month, maybe once a month, but of a specific band genre too, like more like prog rock and prog metal. It's because my roommate plays in 2 bands that does that cool kind of stuff, Opus sounding, mixes it up. But more or less, we're gonna look into like even doing some remodeling in the basement where I'm sitting at right now, doing this. And it's the jam room, like it's like Vern and I have talked about, with the silent jam sessions. Just everyone going. We in my roommate's band, Eric's band, his drummer has an electronic kit, and Vern's bro, Dr. Rock, if you guys remember him from the Minecraft shenanigans we've played around with, he's got an electronic kit too. You know what I mean? And it's again, it comes down to my computer. It would be nice, Vern's tower is pretty slender, so he could slip it into a messenger bag and bring it down here. I guess like a quick plug. Speaking of my roommate, his band is from Philadelphia, and they're called Ketosis, and they will be playing at Dave and Buster's on Delaware Avenue, I believe, on the waterfront, because they have a dock. It's the Dockside band summer jam session series or something the other. So, but it's their record release, and his band Ketosis, his band has just put out their EP album called Valley of Kings. So you can just like search for them. Yes, it is ketosis. It is the whole like keto diet stuff, but they've been named that for a while because it kind of just rings of spontaneous combustion. So more or less check them out. Just search like Philadelphia Reverb Nation fucking ketosis metal, like that shit. It'll pop up. Like he does crazy shit. Like motherfucker's got a 7-string, but he tunes it up like a fucking, like it's insane. Like I tell, like he tunes low, like it's almost like 8-stringish with a 7, and I'm like, dude, you might as well just play fucking bass. Like who are you kidding? Or piano, then you get all 88, like that's all 88 keys and so many octaves. 8 of them is enough. 8 of them is enough. So, yeah, it's been fun talking to myself and my buddy Vern here. So, and we got one person watching and 2 thumbs up. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, so that was, like I said, the house show venue. Another idea too is I'm actually gonna try, and I'm coordinating with some like stoner and doom metal bands, and some friends of mine that are in them, but then they're gonna help me connect with that community hopefully soon. Like Wizard Eye, you guys probably remember Wizard Eye. We played them on this fucking show, and them dudes, like straight up, you know what I mean? Like that sound. Unfortunately, they're not around, but that sound of those bands. And there's a club like 20 minutes down the street from my house that is a very cool fucking place, and it's been around for a long time. I don't want to say it because I don't want to give too many hints as to where exactly in Philadelphia I live, but you'll know eventually in time. I don't want to sell myself short and show up at the wedding and not have my tux. But more or less, we want to try and set up the old school way of how they did shows, and just to start once a month and do a feature of these of at least like 3 bands. Like we have some mechanics and so forth and so on. But one of the things too is I was speaking with the owner of this place, and when I first moved into town, and like we've known each other. I actually donated drum equipment to this place before I moved to Florida, which is a whole lifetime ago. But he was talking to me about like live streaming, and for as novice and as amateurs as we do our shit, we can at least more or less try to set something up, because he said he would love to live stream, and I was like, dude, you just throw a camera up and a cam and a USB joint, and then go get a USB mixer like we do with the Behringer, and honestly, just there it is. You're done. There you go. You really don't need anything else. And with the microphones, excuse me, because people were talking to me about like, oh, let's just go through the board and so forth. I'm like, yeah, but just throw mics up around the room and just get really good quality mics, like good condensers, because the Behringer that we have is 4 channels, so you can set 4 mics up around the room and just capture the room, because just kind of like an ISO 2D, not 2D, but like the ISO shot down on the stage of the band. Just leave it static. You get someone, you teach them how to run OBS. Again, it's going to come down to the computer, because running a 3-hour fucking event, 4, 5, 6-hour event stream like that, like it's pretty nutty. Like could even set up like individual events like I did. Like I literally set this event up 15 minutes before I fucking got on. Or excuse me, 30 minutes before I got on. But I had the option to probably do 15 minutes. Who knows? But more or less, and I like it because it's better titling. When you do the stream now, like the meta data from your last join is just fucked up. I don't know why, but yeah. Like I said, I'm just trying to bring all this shit, do all kinds of new, different, crazy shit. That's the whole kick. So, yeah. I'll take a look. Well, Vern's just chilling. So, thanks, buddy. um, but yeah, like I said, folks, it's just to get in there and get back in on here. Just try this out, see what's happening, see how it sounds, see what's going on. Oh, my buddy, my super smart friend Keith, Spider Keith sent me some more nice little resource materials to read. Oh yeah, well I've already seen that one. It's amazing. Sorry, I'm multitasking while I'm trying to do a live show and entertain people, or entertain my co-host at least. But yeah, I mean we like a villain, yeah. I mean, we've talked about before. It's just we want to try and do crazy, different, new stuff. And again, like with that live streaming with this venue in town, and then the potential of live streaming like house shows here, at my place, like it's crazy. Like we now have the board, and we now have actually through Dr. Rock, a generous donation from him. Like we have those condenser mics, and we have that drum mic pack kit. And just because it says it's a drum mic kit, like the mics are like they offer the wide variety that you would need, So again, we could easily just do the whole mic, just throw a few mics up, around the room, and just try and blend this. It's a house show. Who gives a shit? Just try and blend it as it is. The venue, at least, you can be given a little bit more leeway. Just get real good headphones, duck behind the board. Need money and computers too. That helps. As Vern said in the chat, he was like, "We're also open to feedback and ideas to a certain extent." This is not going to involve me taking some stunts or handling some stunts. I'm not too keen on that type of shit. So. But yeah, I guess I'm going to actually try and head over to a local venue, another local venue, because my roommate's playing the open mic with his singer Jesse from Ketosis. They're, like I said, they're playing in Philadelphia. For anyone that's listening, probably a fair amount of people from, well, who would check this out? The three of them. If you can, 3 people, get to, and Vern. Saturday, I think starting at 6:30 at Dave & Buster's on Delaware Avenue at their dockside stage. They're doing a big show, big ass show. I forget. I mean, I could look up the bands, but I got to get going. They're going to be playing very soon. So yeah, I would encourage those who do hear this within earshot of Saturday. What would be the date? What would be the date again? I forget. Saturday the 29th. Yes. Saturday, July 29th. Make a point to, if you can, go check it out. Crazy, awesome bands. And then we'll let you guys know what's up. Hopefully we can get some game streaming. I like to do some of that shit because my youngest brother and I have been getting some ideas for that. So, thanks to the folks that wanted to hang out and listen to this rambling for 20 minutes as I try shit. So I'm not even going to worry about the outro music. Like I said, folks, I just wanted to hang out with you and just let you know what was going on. We were working on some shit. We didn't forget about you. I mean, look, the name of the channel is Slacker Americana. Like, how much do you really expect from this shit? So thanks, folks. Hopefully we'll be back next week. If not, just look, please pay attention to our Facebook, Facebook.com/Slacker Americana. Twitter, which, we're just kind of there. Hey, Twitter tells you that we're live. YouTube is youtube.com/h. We need 100 subs, so please, if you can, tell your friends to sub. Tell them to check out our videos. Throw some likes, but don't forget to ring the bell. If you are a subscriber, please ring the bell so then you know when we're coming back. Makes it so much easier than for us when we're posting all that stuff. So thanks again, folks, and we will see. You'll see us hopefully soon. Later.